Hey guys, my name is Rob Richards, part of Team Powertec, and on today's show I'll be showing you 3 key exercises to focus on defining, conditioning and bringing about that separation between the quad and the hamstring. 3 exercises starting off on the Powertec squat calf, move over to the Powertec leg press, and then to finish off I'll be adding in an isolation exercise bringing about the leg attachment over there on the workbench. First off, we'll be doing a single leg lunge on here, really develop that outer sweep and hit the hamstring and glute. So let's get into it. Now of course, I'm sure you've seen many people do lunges with either dumbbells or barbells in the gym, but the benefit of doing it on a plate-loaded machine is that A, with that inclined plate, really keeps the resistance and increases the tension, overloading the front part, the teardrop here. And by bringing the back leg back down, and with it being lower than this footstep, it really keeps all of that weight over the hamstring and the glutes. So when I lower down, my knee going no lower than the back of my heel, so shin parallel to the floor. When I push up, it's the hamstring that's actually shortening and pulling me back up. So great for working on the teardrop and also the hamstring. Of course, I only did 1 leg on there. It's important to get 12 or 15 reps, slightly higher with the legs, and then switch over, maybe allowing for a 30-second rest in between. So single leg squat on there, just as an example. Let's move over to the leg press. Again, another great exercise for bringing about some development and separation around the teardrop and tying in the hamstrings and glutes too. And for this, I'm simply going to shift my toes outwards, transferring a lot of the muscle being worked here in the action to the inner part of the thigh. So, push up, unlock the machine. I want to come down nice and low. Knees pretty much coming up towards my chest, so I'm going to keep the weight quite light. Push all the way up, but I'm not fully extending my legs, keeping them slightly bent. So if you want, hold on to the handles, keep that chest up. Calves are getting a good workout in here too. And slow that tempo down. Really squeeze and engage the muscle every time you push back up. So just that simple change, that switching up, adding in that new dynamic of shifting the toes around, really can make quite a big difference in the part of the leg that you're working. And going that little bit lower than you might do if you're always focusing on going a heavy weight will allow you to get that extra tie-in, bringing in the hamstring and the glutes. So every now and again, drop the weight down, go a little bit lower, just make sure that you have your feet in the right position so that your knees are not pushing over the toes. That'll keep all of the weight firmly on the legs where you should be working. Time to move over to our 3rd exercise, and for this one, an isolation leg extension. Again, really working on the teardrop and tying some hamstring and quad separation at the same time. Leg extension is probably one of the best exercises for really defining and adding conditioning to the legs beside a big movement like the squat. But we're saving this one for the end, because with the big compound movement from doing that step back lunge and then the frog-legged leg press, we don't have as much energy left in the muscle. So this allows us to isolate and really focus on what we have left. Again, slight difference, we're going to angle those toes outwards, focusing on more this teardrop, helping to add some separation between these major 4 quad muscles. But again, by bringing it all the way up like that, fully stretching out the hamstring, we're also incorporating the hamstring into this movement as well. 12 to 15 reps, slow it down as well. Toes out, squeeze, lower back down without allowing the weight to touch back. This will again keep the tension high on the legs and by increasing the weight up on each work set, allowing you to overload the muscle and really tax it as you hit your training threshold. One more tip, and that's to do with the toes. Keeping the toes pulled in will help lengthen the calf muscle and also the hamstring. So even when you're lowering the weight back down, try to keep those toes pulled upwards towards your shin, helping to lengthen these muscles, engaging them even more and recruiting them as part of this movement. So again, 3 exercises. Focus on slowing down the tempo, going a little bit lower, maybe not quite as heavy on the weight that you might normally lift, and angle the toes outwards, putting them up. This will help engage both the hamstring, the glutes, and the calves, as well as focus on greater separation in the quad development. That's all for today. Check out Powertec Fitness for more of my videos, and stay tuned when I'll be back in the gym showing you more tips, tricks, and techniques to help define that Powertec body. I'll see you soon.